Think you understand everything about this planet? Imagine an eternal flame burning fiercely beneath a waterfall, or two rivers of contrasting colors flowing parallel for miles without merging. From mystical glowing bodies of water to blood-red lakes, these are not cinematic special effects, nor products of imagination. They are real wonders that exist on Earth. Join us on a journey to discover the most mysterious places on the planet, where reality surpasses all imagination and our planet continues to hold countless unexplained wonders. The Eternal Fire Waterfall is one of the rare natural phenomena where a natural flame can burn persistently even after a torrent of water has passed. The fact that the gas sustaining the flame doesn't come from high-temperature gas veins deep underground, but rather escapes from a relatively shallow and cool rock layer. This gas stream contains an extremely high concentration of flammable compound, allowing the flame to brightly illuminate the small rock crevices. Even when water flows freely in front of it, the flame continues to burn as long as the gas flow is uninterrupted. Occasionally, if the flame is extinguished by the wind, visitors enthusiastically relight it to keep this wonder shining brightly. Do you believe in a lake that can turn anything it touches into stone? Located in northern Tanzania, Lake Natron boasts a bizarre red color thanks to the growth of special microorganisms adapted to its hypersaline and alkaline environment. The lake's alkalinity is so high that its pH can be equivalent to a strong chemical detergent, easily causing serious harm to any animal that accidentally falls in. When birds or bats die here, the minerals and salt in the water cover their carcasses, drying them out and turning them into silent stone statues. Despite its harsh conditions, this lake provides an excellent protective barrier for over 25 million flamingos, which choose it as a safe breeding ground. Standing majestically on the shores of the Bay of Fundy in Nova Scotia, the balancing rock is a basalt column approximately 9 meters high, precariously perched at the water's edge. It seems as though a strong gust of wind could send it tumbling into the sea. This rock was formed from the cooling and contraction of molten lava flows 200 million years ago. What amazes people is the extremely narrow point of contact between the base of the rock and the cliff below. While the rest of the body hangs almost suspended in midair. Despite centuries of erosion by waves and tides, the rock remains resilient, a miraculous geological landmark. Have you ever witnessed two rivers flowing from the same channel, but absolutely refusing to merge? In Manaus, Encontro das Aguas is where the dark-colored Rio Negro meets the silt-laden Rio Solimões. The stark difference in temperature, flow speed, and sediment density prevents the two streams from merging immediately, creating a sharp dividing line stretching for kilometers. From a boat, you'll see on one side the calm, dark water. On the other side is the turbulent, silt-laden stream flowing from the Andes Mountains through the heart of the Amazon rainforest. Have you ever imagined a place where you can simply relax your back and your body automatically floats to the surface, regardless of whether you know how to swim or not? Located between the borders of Israel, Jordan, and Palestine, the Dead Sea boasts one of the highest salt and mineral concentrations in the world. This gives the water a much higher density than ordinary seawater. This enormous buoyancy allows visitors to easily float and swim without expending any effort. The salinity, 10 times that of the ocean, makes it impossible for fish and large aquatic life to survive. But it is this relaxing, floating experience that makes the Dead Sea one of the most unique destinations on the planet. In the tranquil night on Vieques Island, Puerto Rico, the entire Mosquito Bay suddenly glows with a magical blue light, as if the seabed itself is glowing. This is the world's most brilliant bioluminescent bay. Every stroke of the oar, or movement of the fish, leaves behind shimmering blue streaks of light. This entire phenomenon is created by millions of tiny, single-celled microorganisms invisible to the naked eye. Although this ecosystem is very sensitive to temperature changes or environmental pollution, when the entire bay lights up under the night sky, the sight is like a distant planet in outer space. In the heart of Racetrack Playa, a dry lakebed in California's Death Valley, lies one of the strangest phenomena ever recorded on Earth. Hundreds of kilograms of rocks can move on their own across the desert surface without any human or animal intervention. Behind each rock is a trail stretching for tens, even hundreds of meters, as if they had traversed the arid land on their own. For decades, no one had witnessed firsthand the moment these rocks began to move. It wasn't until modern tracking equipment was installed that scientists gradually deciphered the mechanism behind the phenomenon. The process only occurs under extremely rare conditions. After rain, A shallow layer of water covers the lake's surface. Nighttime temperatures cause this layer of water to freeze into thin sheets of ice. By the following morning, when the sunlight cracked the ice into large chunks, even a gentle breeze was enough to carry them across the water's surface, dragging rocks silently along the mud beneath. The entire process occurred at a speed of only a few centimeters per second, so slow that it was almost imperceptible to the human eye. Perched between two sheer cliffs over 1,000 meters high in Norway's Lysefjord, Kjeragbolten is one of the planet's most bizarre rock formations. This rock, with a volume of approximately 5 cubic meters, was formed during the Ice Age, when massive glaciers receded and inadvertently left it stuck in the gorge for thousands of years. Despite being surrounded by deep ravines and frequently subjected to strong winds from the fjord, the rock remains almost completely immobile. Today, Kjeragbolten is famous not only for its unique geological origin, but also for the rare experience it offers. Simply stepping onto the surface of the rock, visitors will be suspended over 10,000 meters above the abyss, allowing them to capture one of the world's most daring photographs. Grüner See in Austria is one of the very few lakes in the world that only appears seasonally. In winter, it's just an ordinary park with walking paths, lawns, and wooden benches at the foot of the Hochschwab mountain range. But by late spring, when the snow on the mountains begins to melt, the massive amount of water pouring down causes the water level to rise by 10 to 12 meters, submerging the entire landscape beneath the lake's surface. What makes Grüner See special is its exceptionally pure water, which creates its distinctive turquoise color and provides such clear visibility that you can see every tree branch, bench, and pathway at the bottom of the lake. By late summer and early autumn, as the water level gradually decreases, the lake's surface recedes, revealing a park almost perfectly preserved, as if a lake had never existed there. In the middle of Turkmenistan's arid Karakum Desert lies a massive crater that has been burning incessantly for over half a century. Dubbed the Gateway to Hell, it formed in the early 1970s after a natural gas exploration well unexpectedly collapsed, revealing a huge pocket of methane gas beneath the ground. Fearing the toxic gas would spread into the environment, engineers ignited the fire, expecting it to extinguish itself after only a few days. However, the continuous replenishment of groundwater has kept the flames burning persistently to this day. When night falls, Hundreds of small flames erupt from cracks in the crater, dyeing the desert red and transforming it into one of the most surreal sights on Earth. Located in the Utah desert, the Mexican Hat is one of the most unusually balanced rock formations in the United States. Its shape closely resembles a traditional Mexican wide-brimmed hat. The massive rock rests on a small base, so much so that it looks like it could fall at any moment. Yet it has stood there for millions of years. Geologists believe this phenomenon occurred when the softer layers of rock beneath weathered faster than the harder sandstone layers above. This difference in erosion rate inadvertently created a rare balance that persists to this day. Under the influence of wind, rain, and temperature change, the erosion process continues daily. But no one knows exactly when this extraordinary balance will truly end. Located at an altitude of over 4,000 meters on the Ladakh Plateau of India, the magnetic hill is one of Asia's strangest geographical phenomena. Many tourists claim that cars with their engines off can still roll uphill on their own without any external force. This phenomenon has given rise to many stories about mysterious magnetic fields or supernatural gravitational forces existing underground. However, geological studies have offered a completely different explanation. It is actually a phenomenon called a gravity hill. The terrain of the surrounding mountain ranges and horizon deceives the human eye. What our eyes perceive as an upward slope is actually a downward slope. Terrain measuring equipment confirms that the car is still moving in the direction of gravity. This optical illusion has made the magnetic hill one of the world's most famous natural illusions. Viewed from above, Lake Hillier in Western Australia appears as a striking pink stripe against a backdrop of lush green eucalyptus forests and white sandy beaches. This vibrant color persists year-round and remains virtually unchanged with the seasons. Remarkably, even when drained from the lake, the water retains its pink hue instead of becoming clear, as many believed. Scientists believe this phenomenon is related to salt-loving microalgae and endemic microorganisms that inhabit the lake. However, the exact mechanism behind this unique color remains largely unexplained. The contrast between the pink lake surface, the green forest, and the deep blue sea on the other side creates an almost surreal scene. In the arid desert of Saudi Arabia, the Al Nasla rock formation is famous for a nearly perfect crack running straight from top to bottom. From a distance, it looks as if it has been cut in half by a giant blade. The two halves of the rock still stand balanced on very small natural rock bases, creating an unbelievable shape in the wilderness. Geologists believe this crack was most likely formed by natural faulting, then eroded by wind and sand over millions of years. Even so, its unusually flat and straight surface still amazes many people. Besides its geological value, Al-Nazla also preserves many ancient carvings on its surface. These traces suggest that it was once a stopping point for ancient communities living in the Arabian Peninsula. The source of the Rhone River, flowing toward Hoia Baciu, is a 250-hectare forest located in Transylvania. The Ice Grotto, which is dug deep. Walking inside the Ice Grotto offers a truly surreal experience. The transparent ice walls reflect natural light in a stunning blue hue, creating an unbelievable shape in the middle of the desert. Geologists believe that this crack was most likely formed by natural faulting. Viewed from the Furka Pass, even so, its unusually flat and straight surface still amazes many people. Besides its geological value, reminding people of the untamed wildness of Swiss nature. These traces suggest that it was once a stopping point for ancient communities living in the Arabian Peninsula. Vibrant turquoise color. Standing, the lake is nestled among towering limestone cliffs. The nearly 39-meter tall balanced rock stands majestically in the vibrant red desert. Naturally formed, roughly the size of 3 large buses, the lake was formed by a massive landslide. The erosion by wind and water causes the soft mudstone at the base to disintegrate faster than the hard sandstone above, creating a progressively narrowing neck. This process gradually creates an increasingly smaller neck, creating the miraculous clarity of the water's surface. The sheer Öschnenhorn and Frundenhorn Mountains embrace the lake. Balanced rock is therefore also continuously changing under the relentless influence of nature. It's hard to believe that a stunning beach in Fort Bragg. In summer, visitors can paddle small. The one of California's most vibrant beaches, brings absolute tranquility. On the rocky slopes around the lake, alpine roses bloom and household waste thrown down the coastal cliffs. After the landfill was officially closed in 1967, Blousey or Blue Lake, the waves relentlessly crushed, smoothed several meters below, transforming them into millions of sparkling pebbles in shades of blue. Those possesses a deep, rich glass beach is not only a unique landscape, but also a rare testament to the ocean's incredible transformative power. What was once a trace of pollution has become one of the world's most bizarre and beautiful beaches. Scattered beneath the canopy of ancient, this scene creates a mystical atmosphere. Like a fairy tale, a small wooden bridge spans the edge of the lake. With glass bottom from the boats, viewers can see rainbow trout swimming playfully among the submerged, making it look like it could roll down at any moment. For thousands of years, but also possesses delicate and poetic. Geologists believe the rock was brought to this location by massive glaciers at the end of the Ice Age, bordering Germany. The Rhine Falls is the largest and most majestic waterfall in Central Europe. Deep within Peru's Amazon rainforest, formed during the Ice Age, about 15. In many sections, the massive waterfall cascades down with tremendous force, shaking the surrounding area. Animals that accidentally fall into the river usually have no chance of survival from the extreme heat. When the Shanay Timpishka is located hundreds of kilometers from the nearest active volcano. Scientists believe that rainwater seeps deep through fault lines in the earth, is heated at great depths, visible from a great distance. For the indigenous Ashaninka people, this river is not only a rare geological phenomenon, but also a sacred land associated with the legend of the giant serpent god Yakumama, who is believed to be sleeping peacefully beneath the Amazon. Stepping onto the rocky platform in the heart of the fall, the Golden Rock is one of Southeast Asia's most famous natural and religious landmarks. This massive granite boulder is covered in thousands of thin gold leaf sheets. High above sacred stupa, Rhine Fall, intensity and unparalleled power of the water element in Swiss nature. From many angles, it appears as if it could fall at any moment. Yet, over the centuries, even after earthquakes and storms, The golden rock has maintained its incredible balance. According to Myanmar Buddhist tradition, this balance is preserved by a strand of the Buddha's hair kept inside the stupa, making it one of the country's most sacred pilgrimage sites. Nestled at the foot of the Mapi Leng Pass, Tusan Gorge is the deepest gorge in Southeast Asia and considered one of Vietnam's most spectacular geological wonders. The gorge stretches for nearly 7 kilometers, with sheer cliffs ranging from 700 to almost 1,000 meters high, embracing the emerald green Nyoke River below. Looking down from the top of Mapi Leng Pass, the river appears as a thin ribbon winding between the colossal rock walls. The rock formations of Tusan Gorge are composed of limestone over 400 million years old. Through millions of years of tectonic uplift of the Earth's crust and the continuous erosion of the Nyoke River, nature has carved deep into the Dong Van Karst Plateau to create the majestic gorge we see today. This is also a representative area of the UNESCO Dong Van Karst Plateau Global Geopark, preserving many rare geological traces of Southeast Asia. The name Tusan in the Hmong language means vertical cliff. Indeed, viewed from below the water's surface, the two nearly vertical rock walls give the impression of walking through a giant fissure in the earth. Sunlight only appears for a short period each day, making the space below significantly more somber and colder than the outside. Today, visitors can explore Tusan Gorge by boat or kayak on the Nyoke River. The combination of rugged terrain, geological value, and rare scenery has made Tusan Gorge one of the most majestic symbols of the far north of Vietnam. Off the coast of Mauritius's Le Morne Peninsula lies one of the world's most famous optical illusions. Viewed from above, the entire ocean appears to be cascading down into a giant abyss at the bottom. In reality, there is no waterfall here. This phenomenon occurs when ocean currents continuously carry sand and sediment from shallow waters to the edge of the continental shelf. Soon after, the seabed topography suddenly drops from about 150 meters to over 400,000 meters. The difference in depth and the moving sand create the illusion that the seawater is flowing into the ocean. This effect becomes even more pronounced when the water changes color from turquoise to deep blue. From an airplane or helicopter, the scene appears like a giant waterfall cascading down into the ocean. Hidden beneath the surface of the Angelita sinkhole in Mexico is one of the strangest sights one can encounter underwater. At a depth of approximately 30 meters, a milky white layer of hydrogen sulfide blankets the space, creating the illusion of a river flowing gently through the ocean. Dry tree trunks rise through the hazy cloud, making the scene resemble a forest shrouded in mist. In reality, this is not a real river. This cloud marks the boundary between the freshwater layer above and the denser saltwater layer below. The separation of the two layers of water creates a rare illusion, giving divers the feeling of swimming between two completely different worlds. Viewed from above, Lençóis Maranhenses in northeastern Brazil resembles a vast sea of white sand stretching to the horizon. But amidst the thousands of sand dunes, countless crystal-clear turquoise lakes appear, creating an almost surreal landscape. What's remarkable is that this isn't actually a desert. Each year, the area receives a massive amount of rainfall from the Atlantic Ocean. The rainwater seeps into the valleys between the sand dunes, but cannot flow further because it is trapped by the impermeable clay rock beneath. Thanks to this, thousands of natural lakes form after each rainy season. During the dry season, under the intense tropical sun, most of the lakes gradually evaporate and disappear completely. But when the rains return, they reappear in the same places as if they had never vanished. Even more strangely, many species of fish also reappear at the same time. Scientists believe their eggs can survive for months in the dry mud, then hatch when the water level rises, continuing the miraculous cycle between the white sand dunes. In the ancient town of Mahabalipuram in southern India, Krishna's butterball is a massive granite rock that has balanced on a slope for over 10. 200 years. The rock is approximately 6 meters high and weighs nearly 250 tons. Despite only a small area of contact with the rock surface, it has maintained its balance for centuries. Viewed from below, the rock appears as if it could roll down at any moment. In 1908, local authorities mobilized 7 elephants to try and move the rock due to safety concerns. However, all efforts failed, and the rock remained unmoved. To this day, Krishna's butterball remains one of India's most bizarre geological phenomena, attracting tourists and scientists alike seeking to explain its incredible balance. Standing majestically at the crossroads of Venezuela, Brazil, and Guyana, Mount Roraima is one of the oldest table mountains on Earth. Its summit rises to over 700 meters, spreading out like a flat plateau against the sky. Surrounding it are sheer cliffs hundreds of meters high, forming a natural fortress almost completely isolated from the world below. This isolation has lasted for millions of years, allowing many plant and animal species to evolve in unique ways found nowhere else. Many species are found only on the summit of Roraima. Almost daily, thick layers of clouds envelop the cliffs, making the entire mountain appear like a giant island suspended in a sea of clouds. This bizarre landscape has inspired numerous works of literature and film about forgotten worlds that exist separately from the rest of the Earth. On the island of Trinidad, part of the island nation of Trinidad and Tobago, Pitch Lake is the world's largest natural asphalt lake, covering approximately 40 hectares. The lake's surface is covered by a thick layer of black asphalt. In many areas, this layer is hard enough for people to walk on. However, beneath the surface, the asphalt is constantly moving due to the continuous rise of oil and natural gas from the ground. This process has buried and preserved many ancient tree trunks, animal fossils, and other artifacts dating back thousands of years. Pitch Lake has been commercially exploited for over a century. However, the asphalt supply is constantly replenished from below, causing the lake to almost continuously regenerate itself over time. Nestled in the tropical rainforest of Peleng Island in Indonesia, Lake Paisupok is renowned for its incredibly clear waters. The lake surface is calm and crystal clear, making boats floating above appear to be suspended in mid-air. The water here is fed by underground springs flowing through layers of natural limestone, carrying almost no sediment or impurities. Thanks to this, one can clearly see individual logs, rocks, and even the lake bed at depths of tens of meters. Under the influence of light, the water's color constantly changes from turquoise to deep blue. This change makes the boundary between the water's surface and the surrounding space almost disappear, creating one of the clearest lakes in Indonesia. In the heart of the icy Antarctic continent, the McMurdo Dry Valley is a natural paradox. Despite being surrounded by ice and snow, it is one of the driest regions on Earth. Katabatic winds, reaching speeds of over 320 kilometers per hour, constantly sweep through, carrying away almost all the snow and moisture before it can accumulate on the ground. Therefore, McMurdo's barren rocky landscape has remained virtually unchanged for about 2 million years. Yet, beneath the permafrost, hypersaline lakes exist, home to many microorganisms capable of adapting to the harsh conditions. It is this unique environment that has made McMurdo one of the places on Earth with conditions most similar to the surface of Mars, and a crucial research site in the search for extraterrestrial life. The Earth is not lacking in bizarre destinations. It just lacks people curious enough to venture there and verify them. And there are also mysteries that, even today, science has yet to fully explain. Perhaps the greatest wonder lies not in how much we have discovered, but in the countless things still quietly waiting to be found.